I wanted to ask you about the question of mental causation. On one account of what's happening when we make attributions of beliefs and desires to somebody, we say Ned wants a drink of water and he believes that the glass contains water. On one view, we're saying something about internal states of Ned's, and then when he reaches for the glass, our explanation of his action in terms of his beliefs and desires can be assimilated to just a regular kind of causal explanation. It wasn't obvious to me from what you said about what makes true a belief attribution, a de dicto belief attribution. It wasn't obvious to me from your general account of these attributions that you could share that account. So what do you make of the causal theory of the mind and the causal nature of mental explanation?
This is a place where the two branches of anomalous monism are going along parallel, and where at least our expectation, our conviction is that the physical side is self-sufficient and could, if we just had enough detail, historical and neural, about the individual. Everything is accounted for, of course, without the intervention of the mental explanation. But the virtue to the point of indispensability of the mental side of the duality or quasi-dualism is that that goes at the matter so much more practically and directly that it's indispensable.
Mm-hmm. So the mentalistic explanation is really just serving a summarizing function, but not actually adverting to internal states, the
yes.
belief that P and the desire that Q. You don't see the truth maker for a belief or desire attribution as being some internal state of the subject which plays a causal role in leading to the behavior.
That's right. And summarizing only in an odd sense, namely summarizing something that we can't spell out at present.
Let me move on to the topic of consciousness. You once said that consciousness is a faculty of responding to one's own responses. And this has certain similarities to theories that other philosophers have put forward about consciousness. There is a problem with this kind of approach that I want to ask you about. Namely, it seems to make a very heavy intellectual demands of a creature that has consciousness. I wonder if there couldn't be a simple creature, perhaps even a dog, say, that experiences something, say what experiences a smell or a sight, and there's something it's like for the dog to experience that, even though the dog doesn't have or doesn't apply a faculty of responding to his own responses. Why couldn't a creature be conscious in the sense of there being something it's like for him to experience, even if he doesn't have a faculty of responding to his own responses?
Yes. Well, to begin with, that characterization of consciousness I was quoting from Carl Deutsch.
Oh, I see.
But approvingly.
Mm-hmm.
One way of looking at this example of the dog, I should think, would be to say, yes, he is responding to his own responses.
Mm-hmm.
That a neurological sense could be made of that, perhaps, that yes, here he has responded to this outside stimulus and kicked up his hind leg or whatever, and then he'll respond to the kinesthetic input from the leg muscles. That's something he's aware of it too. After all, he is aware that he did what he did, aware in that sense that I suppose, insofar as, I mean, I'm assuming that along with Don Griffin that these animals are aware, unlike Descartes' position. But consciousness in general remains to me a deep mystery. I've been surprised and intrigued by the analysis you got in Dan Dennett, but I'm certainly eager for more. I've always wondered about it.